Hey, what's up guys? Welcome back for another delish video. It's going to be insane. So today I popped into this video, was on YouTube. It was about 6 introverts versus 1 secret extrovert. So they're trying to find out, basically they're trying to find out who is the introvert and who's that secret one extrovert. And if they do, they succeed and actually get a really good bonus kaching out of it. It's pretty hilarious. I think I've seen PewDiePie do it too, so I was interested in doing it too, since he is my idol. One day hopefully I will try to get as much views as him, but that guy is insane. He really has some talent. Nothing said about that. Let's just skip to it and let's get on it. So let's roll into it. The video is rolling.
What comes to your mind when you think of introverts?
Shy,
socially awkward,
soft-spoken,
loneliness.
Do you put them in a box based on biases heard from the media, your peers, or just unknown sources? As you play along this episode of Odd Man Out, think of how you pick them all.
We brought together 7 introverts.
I am an introvert.
Just to bring it up, being a shy person was like one of the things of, an introvert. It's a mark. Sometimes they really can't get rid of that shyness unless breaking a barrier, which means getting in a crowd and getting out of the crowd, and that means getting associated with groups of people, and that makes them an extrovert. So the way to stand out for an introvert is to be someone who is, very shy, keeps it to himself, doesn't like to have a lot of friends. He's pretty much very silent all the time. Doesn't like to, even in his workspace, doesn't like to have friends. So it's basically, they can't express themselves enough sometimes, or they just feel that they need to stay away from someone. That's my idea of an introvert. I don't know, but we'll just keep watching the video and see how it goes out. This is starting to get very delish.
I'm an introvert.
I am an introvert.
I'm an introvert.
I'm an introvert.
I'm an introvert.
1 is a liar. If the group discovers who the liar is, they'll split a cash prize. If the liar survives, he or she wins the entire prize. This is Odd Man Out.
Okay, so from the beginning of it, I don't understand. Everybody is like acting so freakingly weird. I'm trying to, I'm trying to see if I can identify who in this category is actually the introvert and who's the extrovert. By just looking, I can tell she's a introvert. He's an introvert. He's an introvert. She's an introvert. She could be an extrovert, and this lady, by looking at the camera, like her face, I could tell she could be an extrovert as well, but I'm not sure about this lady right here. So we'll just keep watching the video, but I have like the 2 last ladies to your left is actually the ones that are an extrovert. I don't know which one is it, but it's got to be one of those. Just my preference experience, and I know, so. Silent round. This is like an awkward moment. Everybody like, This is a very awkward moment to be put on. Just to not be able to say anything and just like stare at everybody else. It's gross. Really gross. Gets into my stomach. Say something, people! Say something! Why do you got to be a freaking extrovert?
The speed silence round was really awkward because I just felt like everybody was like trying to look into my soul and like determine if I was.
Everybody was awkward and everybody was trying to look into my soul. Like, man, your existence like matter to these people. They barely know you, man. Come on, flip.
Introvert or not.
Four eyes. What she's trying to do? Four eyes. Wow. Whoa. 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 Whoa, they vote him out. Oh my god.
Physically, or the way my mannerisms are, I come off as an extrovert. So, yeah, expect it. And I think it's funny too because
you know what it is? It's those braids, those damn braids. Those freaking braids had him looking like freaking yeah. You know what I'm saying? So it literally like put him like he's into hip hop and you know he maybe likes to party and stuff like that. So it made him an extrovert. So I think that is the look why they first determined that he could be an extrovert. Which honestly I don't think so because he honestly just looks like a casual dude. I mean, none of the big besides the braids on his head, look like a spaghetti noodle. But honestly, it is what it is. But I never thought it was
box and expect them to be like
he doesn't look
kicking
like
people out, and it's like nah, we're not. We don't do that.
Doesn't look like an introvert. He's actually an introvert.
Hi.
Like this is very fitting.
I know.
Right.
What do you guys like to do, like when you guys have free time for yourselves? I like to watch TikTok.
I hate TikTok. Oh my god.
I take my dog to the dog
So,
park. Stuff
just
like
to
that.
say-
For me, being introverted is how I gain my energy.
I can tell she is lying because people tend when they watch TikTok, they can be an introvert. They just I mean, they can. It's genuine because most people are these on a sharing platform, and sharing platforms tend to be more an extrovert thing. They don't like introverts don't do a lot of daily vlogs and like want to show up this thing they did or want to show up that thing they did. So she's pretty fishy. You know, I kind of smell something already. You know what I'm saying?
And I gain energy from having alone time and being able to recharge.
Liar!
And focus on getting myself back to a place where I can interact with people.
You know, every time I like to paint sometimes, like go to the beach or hike.
Yeah, I really like running and hiking, like spending time in nature.
Well, I love to like watch
Stuff I
Netflix,
like.
and then I also like writing as well. It's like kind of like my creative outlet, I guess. Yeah.
I just like chill at home.
Before we even say anything about these people, I like to say something about me. I would say I'm in the middle, so I can really be described as an introvert, an extrovert. This is the thing about human nature. Like you can't tell if this person is 100%. You know, they could be like a half. You have those days you just like to stay and don't talk shit with people. Or you just want to go away for a week to a mountain or something. Like just can't. And just get your energy back. It doesn't mean that like if an extrovert has to get like trashed and always in parties and like have this huge amount of people just like on him on social media all the time. It's because it drains a lot of your energy and you need like some time for yourself. If you can't love yourself, you can't love others. Remember that. That's a flippin' idea for you guys.
Watch like YouTube videos.
Watching
I'm not
YouTube
doing
videos.
anything. I just kind of want to be
That's
like
something for
nobody
you.
bother me. Nobody like knock on
Watch my
door.
YouTube videos.
I feel that.
Mine.
Blinds shut, door locked.
You love it.
My strategy going into the game was to just like maybe pick up on like the way that people were like standing, or like just the way people held themselves, if they came across as more like confident or more sure of themselves.
Do you guys prefer like calling or like texting people?
Texting all the way.
That's a question to ask people. Oh, you guys like calling or texting? Like, what do you? How are you gonna know if this person is an extrovert if you call or text? Because everybody does that. you don't have to be an introvert, extrovert to do that. It really doesn't. It doesn't mean anything. Girl, what you talking about?
You can think of what you're gonna say
Exactly.
before you write it, and then you send it, and you can
like on the notes app.
like
Like no one tell me they're gonna call me. I'm just like, all right, I'm just like I'm in the bathroom.
I think I did talk a lot at first because I was trying to just say something so I wasn't voted off too early.
What do you guys think is like the hardest part of being an introvert?
Meeting new people.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've tried like kind of opening myself up. I've been in school for like 5 years. My only friend is like my friend from high school. So like didn't work out so well.
Yeah.
That's dedication. Honestly, like I don't know how these people do it. Like wherever I go, I mean, yes, in the first couple of days I might not like talk to people, but then I gradually like to build up that confidence where to actually talk and mitigate and like your boy gets friends, you know what I'm saying? Keeps it going. Always make sure that I have friends. Wherever I go, I make friends. I probably have like over 1,000 friends, and they're like pretty much spread out through the world, you know? I don't have like home friends where like, you know, you're in a hometown, and yes, I do have, but like it's spread out throughout the whole. So I don't have like a best friend, you know, like a BFF. It's just I have friends. It's just I don't have a best friend like other people's. Like they have 60 best friends because, you know, they lived in that town and everybody knows them and they've been there every single day. For me, it's not like that because I've traveled places and changed the things that I look at.
For me, like giving speeches and like public speaking. Oh my god, I had a speech yesterday in my class. It did not go well. I just freak out.
For me, it's like in large group settings feeling overlooked or like not considered, since I'm not immediately like vocal about all my opinions and stuff. So like I'm thinking about it and like composing my thoughts and want to say stuff, but you know, sometimes in those situations like everyone talks over and then the moment goes away.
Yeah, I feel that.
Yeah.
Oh, it's a tie.
Between Emma
And Maya is a tie. Oh yeah. She laughed once.
I feel like I'm very friendly and bubbly, and that maybe came across as like outgoing, so they maybe pinpointed me for that.
See, that's what I was saying, is like when she got all friendly and everything, and that's why I was like, oh, she might be an extrovert. No, not necessarily.
Are we starting? Have you guys ever done any like the personality test?
Oh yeah.
Indicators of Christian indicating
What was your guys'
psychological
like?
process.
Myers-Briggs signs? Okay, I'm an INFJ. Yeah.
Okay, I think mine is the same. Like the advocate.
Yeah.
I don't know like the letters, but it's turbulent mediator, I believe, or something like that. I think it's like INFPT or something like that. Yeah.
I'm an INFP.
Okay.
Oh, okay, cool.
I'm an INFP.
Wait, no,
I'm
I don't
telling
know what
you,
you guys
this
are
girl
talking
is
about. I mean, I
like
know that might
fishy.
look suspect,
Something
but I really don't
wrong.
know. Yeah. But when they started talking about like IF or I don't know the order, I was seriously clueless. So
No,
I
I mean,
thought
I
would
don't
be
think
out
she could
once
be
they
out
started
because
that.
honestly, like,
So like,
doesn't
what do
even
you
know
guys
what
think
it
you
is.
struggle with the
She
most
probably-
with being like an introvert? Like, it's
Like
like
a misconception?
yeah, because like that's what I'm. Yeah, I don't know words.
I would say for me, they just assume that like I hate people. Like I've been told a lot that I seem intimidating at first since I'm so like reserved and I have like my shell.
Like the reason I brought it up is because like a lot of people assume like I'm not confident, and like they're like, oh, you just need to be more outgoing, and I'm like, I'm really confident in myself. Like I know who I am, but that doesn't mean like I can't be introverted at the same time.
Just because you're an introvert doesn't mean you're like a complete hermit.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Everybody's on a spectrum, so people aren't 100% an introvert or 100% an extrovert. We all have like tendencies of both. Because like if you think about it, there are very few things in the world where like somebody's 100% one thing.
I actually do talk a lot, like with like my close friends, like with my family, like.
I don't shut up. Like
Yeah,
the people I'm comfortable with, I don't
same.
shut up. But like outside, like social public places, I like am more reserved. And with strangers too, I just like don't.
Yeah.
Loser.
Yeah, same. Like,
Really?
I feel like I need my energy, so I don't like to give that out too much, but I don't want people, like you were saying, to think that like we're boring people, you know, because we can have fun, but it just depends on who we're with, so.
Yeah, I feel that. I'm like really emotional though, so like with my close friends, I like let all of it out. But then with people I'm not really like close with, it's just like silent.
Yeah.
Alex, Maya. Oh!
I voted for Alex because I could see him at a party, like having fun. He just kind of had a bubbly personality to me.
Bubbly personality. Wow.
When I'm like surrounded by other introverts, I'll notice I'll be the one to just kind of like step up and talk more. So I think maybe people saw that I was being like, I was a little bit more comfortable within the group. So they kind of saw that as maybe like an extrovert.
Raise your hand if you have any doubt and would like to continue the game.
So, dating. How do you guys go about dating?
It's hard. I have a girlfriend, but we're both introverts and we're both really independent. We know like when to give each other space, and like we know that it doesn't mean that we don't care or love each other less. It just means like we need to recharge. Like we don't have to constantly talk all the time, and like we both really respect that.
See me? I'm not
I
buying
don't know,
it.
dating for me is hard. I need to put myself
Nope,
out
I
there
am
more because
not
I'm like,
buying it.
I want to date, you know, like I want to find somebody, but at the same time, it's just that like meeting up part, and it's just like, I don't want to do it, you know? How
I'm
about
not
you?
like good with like approach. Well, I usually don't approach people, but like when I get approached, I have a bad habit of like ghosting or just like.
It's the ghosting part,
Not
yeah.
like just lagging a lot. They're like, want to go out? And I'm like, sure. And I'm like, 20 minutes before I'm like, sorry, I can't.
You like your
I'm
space, right?
Yeah, so I hate clinginess. So like, I wouldn't want to spend time with someone like every day.
Same.
Maybe. And I don't even have time for
I
it.
have
so.
time for it.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I like being able to be to myself and do what I want on my free time without anybody getting offended of why I don't want them around, you know? So yeah, but I'm trying to work on that.
She just seemed very calm to me. As for most of everyone else, she seemed more nervous and kind of anxious.
You guys deal with like anxiety or anything like
all the
that?
time. Like at the moment.
Wow, that's an anxiety standing next to people.
Do you guys have like a method for anxiety, like how to calm down? Like how do you guys recharge?
I'm still looking for one. Like I have a really hard time like coming down when I'm really anxious. So it's like hard
And
for me
she's
because
playing
I
the
shut
part.
down
I got
completely.
a bad feeling about
Like I
this.
can't talk or anything when I'm really anxious. So it's mostly like just me sitting and like staring at a wall.
Yeah, for me it's like music or just kind of like deep breathing.
Yeah, same. Like the way I go to sleep, because I have like insomnia, like I can't go to sleep, and so like I'll play like the meditation music on YouTube, and it kind of just like mellows me out because I overthink a lot, and that's what keeps me up at night.
Oh my god. I feel like I have them already. Like,
No. I knew she was gonna be out. I just knew it. I knew it.
I look like somebody who like engages.
Man, they're
in
kicking out
social
all the
and out there.
introverted
So I thought in
extrovert.
the first round that people would vote me off just off of the first look, but I was surprised that I stayed so long.
Raise your hand if you have any doubt and you think the mole is still in the box.
There we go, this. My vibes are like.
If the lights turn green, you voted the mole out. If the lights turn red, the mole is still
No,
in
the mole is still in the box.
I hope it's green.
Oh my goodness.
One of the great challenges in this world is knowing enough about a subject to think you're right.
The mole is in the box.
What? Reaching the last round and losing was really heartbreaking.
I was pretty upset because I thought we had it. I thought we had them all out.
It was
really
her.
You were the last person I would have voted for.
It was really hard. All I do is talk, and not being able to talk is painful.
I've never been so full in my life.
Oh my god.
I just want to say I was like very sincere about my answers. Like I do feel that way
Now-
about introverts.
now,
I feel
like-
there's a lot of misconceptions. Like I feel bad.
Damn.
I mean, yeah, I'm 100%
Now
on that.
I'm questioning everything. Everything I'm making is a right direction. It's just like, just look at people and like you'll understand if they're like genuine. Just like like the face is like a book, you know, and it could be a cover, it could be a page. You could tell a lot by just looking at a person, and especially at the face. It could tell you a lot. And I had a feeling from the beginning of this damn video that she was going to be the freaking extrovert, because she was acting out too much. And if you look back at the first beginning of the video, I told you that she was saying something. I totally forgot, but you can rewind it, and it turns out it's correct. I don't know what was I talking about, but I forget everything. All right, we'll complete the video and see what's going on.
What? I'm an ENFJ.
My number one passion is communication and like meeting people and getting to know them, and that gives me like more energy than anything. Like I could spend every single day with someone.
She won all the money.
One of the biggest misconceptions about being like an introvert or being extrovert, for introverts, you typically think someone who's antisocial, someone who's generally like very quiet. But what it really means is that we as introverts just get energy from ourselves. Like we need to, like if we need some space, we get that from reading a book or, you know, watching some Netflix, as they were saying.
Being introverted to me means just being able to like have a small circle and being comfortable with that. You don't really need like too many interactions with a lot of people.
I came to this show to kind of represent another type of introvert. I wanted to represent more extroverted introverts and show that like it's perfectly fine that if you don't fit like every single, like they don't check off every single trait that an introvert's like supposed to be.
Okay, cool.
It's like you don't want your money.
Oh, yeah. Do I just like collect it?
Oh my god.
Sometimes I'll see another lady walking down the street wearing a hijab and I want to say assalamu alaikum, but I don't want to just be like some random guy who she might like be afraid of on the street just trying to talk to her.
I'm Muslim. I'm Muslima. I'm Muslim.
I'm Muslim.
Alright guys, I hope that you like this video, share and subscribe and help out the channel. It grows out so much more, and if you guys keep up the good work, I keep up the good work. But I'm just doing it for me. I want to see how this goes with YouTube. You know, it's just been like a week already, and I've posted so many videos, a week and a half, and I posted like at least 8 videos. I don't know, 6 maybe so far. But it's a lot, especially when you have a lot of time on your hands. I don't know how I'm going to be with me going back to work. But yeah, I hope you guys love this. Share it, comment, like it, subscribe. Goddamn, blow up the like button, man. Damn. You guys are stingy. Give me some subscription, dog.